In our midweek special, a first-class graduate success story has ignited conversations beyond academic excellence after publicly crediting the Nigerian Education Loan Fund for supporting his journey. TVC News' Olaide Oyewole in this special feature reports on how a moment of gratitude turned controversial and how the young scholar navigated his academic journey despite his financial struggles.
Caleb Oladepo, the overall best graduating student at the 18th convocation of LAUTECH Akintola University of Technology, became an internet sensation after publicly crediting the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFUND, for supporting his academic journey. However, despite getting commendations for graduating with a CGPA of 4.89, the electronic graduate faced online backlash after publicly appreciating the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, with many social media users criticizing his action. Following these developments, TVC News visited LAUTECH to meet Caleb, who is still awaiting his NYSC mobilization. He explained that he comes from a humble background, received support to pay his WAEC, and struggled to support himself until he heard about the Nigerian Education Loan Fund.
So when I got the admission, a particular organization called Touch a Life, they were the one that helped. They said they will be helping with some funds, to go through my undergraduate journey, right from my 100 level to 500. But the reality is that it's never enough. Because if I am to look at the stress they are going through, I still have to work, do some other stuff, help my peers, tutor them. Some will say, don't worry, we will pay you. They understand my condition. So they say, don't worry, we'll pay you. So during my high tea, I noticed that a friend of mine told me that there's a scheme, NELFUND. I said, NELFUND. You know, sometimes you might be like, NELFUND. What's NELFUND all about? Okay. I said, let's give it a try. During my high tea, I applied for NELFUND. And to my biggest surprise, I was thinking it's going to be something involving you going to offices, rooms, and the likes. But lo and behold, everything is just seemingly online, flawless, easy. When I saw it, I said, this is actually one of the answers to prayers. And that was why, out of my willingness, out of my appreciative heart, I came out, I said, I must keep appreciating all those that have contributed, all those that have made my academic journey easy. That was what prompted the post. I said, no, thank you, NELFUND, for doing this.
The young scholar explained how he felt, saying backlash for commending NELFUND for contributing to his success, revealing that he even got calls from political opponents asking him to pull down the post.
Sir, I would be frank. I cannot keep count of those that tell me that these guys, are you stupid? Why would you say that? He's never on the... No. I said, no. See, my own goal is to appreciate. When they said I should put it down, I said, no, I'm not going to do this. This is my aim. My aim is to appreciate NELFUND. At least during my final year, I could have been, even my parents would have been going through lots of financially and emotionally. If as a student, when you're thinking of how you sort your project, you're thinking of what to eat, you're thinking of a lot of things like that. So at least it made everything easy. The process was seamless.
Augustine is one of Caleb's two close friends with whom he studied and supported each other financially. He graduated as the second overall best student and is also a beneficiary of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. He says he is open to opportunities.
Right now, I'm very open to opportunities. I'm an electrician, so I've been into electrical wiring and installations, and I've been involved in so many projects that span across electronic, embedded system, and even IoT, and computer vision also. So, and I'm looking forward to postgraduate studies.
Although Anyofe, his other friend, applied for the fund, his application was not approved. However, he still emerged among the top 10 best students.
So, that's not easy. Actually, I was trying to apply for NELFUND, but I couldn't because I lost my henna in then. So it was until 500 level second semester that I was able to recover it back. So that's what actually delayed me or stopped me from applying for NELFUND. After this, I'm planning on moving further in life, that's the major thing, because I'm open to opportunities as well.
The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFUND, was introduced in June 2023, with the scheme later revised and operationalized in 2024. In a virtual interview, the managing director of the fund said about 1.5 million Nigerian students have so far benefited from the initiative. He added that those who criticized Caleb for commending NELFUND due to political differences should learn to appreciate positive interventions.
I can confirm to you that 1.5 million Nigerian students have benefited. They are beneficiaries, financial beneficiaries of the NELFUND scheme. We're in a highly politicized environment, and it's difficult often for people to see good news as good news. But look, I will tell you, this program is totally apolitical. This program is about connecting young people who may not even have decided on what their political affiliations are to their destinies through education. And, we're not going to relent in trying to ensure that people understand that this is not a tribalist program. It's not a sectional program. It's not an ageist program even. It's not a sexist program.
For these bright students, the government has helped them achieve their academic goal. But according to them, they look forward to a system where everyone can benefit from affordable and accessible education. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ogbomoso, Oyo State.